To take you back one hadith here, I think there's something that I never clarified in this hadith before. This one here. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You can just turn it to this one, Abdullah ibn Amr in that hadith there. I want to show something there. And Abdullah ibn Amr turn to that hadith and to put it on the, what you call it there. Yeah, this one, just one before that. Just the one before that, yeah. Right, you got it. Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Just something I wanted to clarify with the previous hadith that we missed that. So that was the hadith of Abdullah ibn Amr. So what had happened there in that hadith there is that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, yeah. So in the previous hadith on the authority of Abdullah ibn Amr, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he recited Tala qawl Allah ta'ala fi Ibrahim. He recited the statement of Ibrahim alayhi salam, famous ayat, Rabbi innahum adlala kathira min al-nas, faman tabi'ani fa innahu minni. وقال Isa, it says there, but it comes in of qawl, وَتَلَا قَوْلَ Isa. That is what it means. And he was sitting with the Sahaba Ikram, and then he recited the verse of Ibrahim's words, what he was saying on Qiyamah Day. Then he recited the verse in which Allah Ta'ala speaks about what Isa alayhi salam was saying on Qiyamah Day. You understand what I'm saying? So he's telling this is going to happen. So Tala, you see, this is a cry on Qiyamah Day. Then he recites Isa alayhi salam's cry. Qawl comes in the middle, Qala becomes of Qawl, right? وَقَوْلَ Isa into أَذِّبُهُمْ فَإِنَّهُمْ إِبَادٌ. So this happened in the dunya. What's the becomes? فَرَفَعَ يَدَيْهِ. Then he raised his hands and he said, أمتي, that my cry will be my ummah. Then he cried. فقال الله جبريل اذهب إلى محمد. Then Allah Ta'ala sent Jibreel to go to Muhammad and ask him, فَاسْأَلُ مَا يُبْكِي, what's making him cry? What is making him cry? What is, like you say, troubling him? فَأَتَاهُ جِبْرِيلُ فَسَأَلَهُ فَأَخْبَرَهُ رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم بما قال لجبريل اذهب إلى محمد فقل إنا سنرضيك في أمتك ولا نسوك. So this is something which transpired in the dunya. And he was reciting the verse, it will come in the, what he was reciting the verse of Ibrahim alayhi salam, and what is will recite on Qiyamah Day. Are you with me? Okay, so that understand the qala means qawl, right? The next hadith is quite a lengthy hadith. I think we translated the whole hadith already now. We carry on. The hadith there speaks about the Qiyamah Day that you'll see a Rabb initially, right? We just briefly go what this means. You'll see like how you see like how you see. Then it says each one will follow who they worship in the dunya. So those who worship idols, etc., etc., they will go towards, they will follow their people, and then it will be said to the believers, now, why don't you follow these people? So they will say, Ya Allah, in this dunya, we were in need of their benefits, they were in need of their perks. When there's absolutely no benefit, why would we follow them today when there's absolutely no benefit? There's the next part. We discussed that. Then they will say, this is our we're going to wait here till our Rabb come and we recognize him. We're not going to. And then it will be, and then the people will fall into sajda. Obviously, those who make sajda in this dunya, they will not believers. They will not be able to fall into sajda, right? Universe in the link. That will be erected in people according to the A'mal. If the A'mal was good, they will move very fast, they will move very swiftly across, right? And then the last part is that you will, when you see certain people, they're never making a cross, you will ask Allah Ta'ala, where are these people? Why are they not going across? They used to fast with us, they used to make Hajj with us, etc. And then they will be interceded for. And on account of that intercession, they will be removed from the fire of Jahannam, right? We discussed all of this. I'm just recapping what's been discussed. And Allah Ta'ala will send like the pious and they will remove. And then eventually, once everybody's, once the Muslims be removed, everybody, then after that, Allah Ta'ala will remove and they are called Uttaqa'ur Rahman. So that is basically the hadith. So the few things that need to look at, discuss here, next look at this here. فَلَا يَبْقَى أَحَدٌ, right? كَانَ يَعْبُدُ غَيْرَ اللَّهِ مِنَ الْأَصْنَامِ. So So everybody will follow. See, يتبع كل أمة ما كانت تعبد. Every ummah should follow that which they are worshipping. فلا يبقى أحد كان يعبد غير الله. So anybody who used to worship besides Allah Ta'ala, he won't remain. He will go with that what he's worshipping. In other words, so only the believers will remain. Are you with me? You understand? You clear on that? فلا يبقى أحد كان يعبد غير الله من الأصنام والأنصاب. Right? إلا يتساقطون في النار. They will go with with whatever they should worship. إلا, and they will not remain except they will follow into the fire with that thing. You understood that? Is it clear? You sure? فلا يبقى أحد كان يعبد غير الله من الأصنام والأنصاب إلا يتساقطون في النار. So they will go with whatever they worship in the dunya and they will fall with them into the fire of Jahannam. So here, Ansab, sorry, Asnam, it is, means it's plural of Sanam, which means a idol. So there you see there an Asnam and Ansab. So an Asnam is Jama of Sanam, which is idol. So it means uh, كان يعبد غير الله من الأصنام, right? Used to worship. Then you get the word Ansab. Ansab normally refer to the place where the mushrikeen would engage in their shirk, where they would put like idols or they worship trees, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Are you with me? So it's like you say, places of remembrance. So that's what that's what he's saying. So كان يعبد غير الله من الأصنام والأنساب, right? إلا يتساقطون في النار حتى إذا لم يبق إلا من كان. So all of them will go with the idols and they will follow into the fire of Jahannam. This will happen except those people who used to worship Allah Ta'ala min barrin wa fajirin, from amongst the pious and impious. So even if you had weak iman or you had no amal, still you will remain behind because you are a believer. You got the iman, right? Are you with me? Then the next part, Atahum Rabbul Alameen. Then it says, the Lord of the worlds will come to them. Now, this is from amongst the Ayate Mutashabihat. Those verses which we say it is Ma'lumul Ma'na غير معلوم المراد. We know we know the translation, but what is intended here exactly? Remember, there's two madhabs with all this. I told you the mutaqaddimin say accept it as it is, and the mutaakhirin say give it a ta'wil without likening Allah Ta'ala to creation. So if you act on the madhab of the mutaakhirin, that means that Allah Ta'ala will give them an audience. Allah Ta'ala will give them an audience. So everybody will now leave. I'll speak to this now. So everybody will go with what they're worshipping, and Allah Ta'ala will give an audience to the believers. Are you with me? That's what it means here. Yeah, right? There's it, أتاهم رب العالمين. Then he say, فماذا تنظرون? What are you waiting? يتبع كل أمة ما كانت تعبد. قالوا يا ربنا. So why are you waiting? You will say, this I tell you, this is a bit of a difficult one which you can put in exam. فارقنا الناس في الدنيا أفقر ما كنا إليهم. So this is اسم تفضيل. Whilst we are most needy. So in other words, in the dunya, we were most needy towards them. And we never abandoned you, Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We were with you all the time, and we were with you all the time. So here in the akhirat, when your jalal is manifest in every sense of the word, why will we then go with them? Today they are useless. In the dunya, Ya Allah ta'ala, you gave them a degree of power, like everything else. Or maybe your full power, Ya Allah ta'ala, was not manifest in the dunya. So there was reason, or not reason, but apparently it seemed that there was benefit to be with them whilst we were in need. Because if we followed their ways, we would have benefited some way or the other. You follow the ways of the kuffar, you will get some type of benefit. You will not be an outcast. You won't be a pariah, whatever. So while apparently there was like, so to say, like benefit to be with them in the dunya, right? We were not with them. So today, where there's totally no benefit when your complete qahar, is apparent, why should we then abandon uh, you and go with them? You understand the point I'm saying? See, in the dunya, it might have seen that it might have seen there's some type of benefit to be with them. It might appear there's some type of benefit to be with them, right? Even despite that apparent fake benefit, we not abandon you. Today, even that fake benefit is not there. So why would we abandon you? Is that clear? Are you sure with that? You sure you got that? Right. Because look in the dunya, outwardly it seems like there's benefit in things, there's benefit in following your desires, there's benefit in doing all funny things, right? So there, even despite the apparent benefit, we did not follow them. So in this dunya, when they are totally useless and your qudrat is manifest to the highest degree, so why would we leave uh, you and go with him? Are you with me? Is that quite clear? Right. Then, then the next part they say there. So then وفي رواية فيقول هذا مكاننا حتى يأتينا ربنا فإذا جاء ربنا أفرطناه في رواية. The same things explained in another riwayat وفي رواية. So this is the same thing. قالوا يا ربنا فارقنا الناس في الدنيا أفقر ما كنا إليه ولم نصاحبهم. In another riwayat, the same explained like this here. وفي رواية أبي هريرة فيقول هذا مكاننا. We will not go with these false deities because we did not worship in the dunya. We will stay here because we worship Allah Ta'ala, right? حتى يأتينا ربنا فإذا جاء ربنا عرفناه, we will recognize him. This is the true Rabb, not those false deities. وفي رواية أبي سعيد يقول هل بينك وبين آية تعرفونه, that you're not going with those people, but have you got any signs to say that this is your Rabb here? That your Rabb is the true Rabb, your Rabb is the one who's coming. You understand? هل بينكم هل بينك وبين آية تعرفون فيقولون نعم. Yes, we know who our Rabb is. We worship him our whole life. فيكشف عن ساق. Then this means, yeah, I told you, يكشف عن ساق means that doesn't mean that Allah Ta'ala's shin will be exposed. That means things will hot up, so to say. Are you with me? Who's it? Right, are you with me there? So then I told you, after the Pul Sirat is erected, then those who are true Muslims, etc., they will fall into sajda, etc., right? Then, after the Pul Sirat is erected, people will cross. And I told you, they will cross in relation to their a'mal. There you get Ajawid al Khayl. Ajawid is a Jama of Ajwad. This is like a Mawsuf. Sometimes you have الإضافة إلى الصفة الخير الأجاويد. So you can say the pure breed of the horses, the pure breed of the horses. Are you with me? Rikab refers to camels. Then the hadith say now, see how the hadith say, fanajin, look there, fanajin, musallamun, najayanju najin, people that will be successful, musallamun safe, successful and safe. Right? So fanajin, musallamun is one word. Then you get وَمَغْدُوشٌ مُرْسَلٌ. This is all are the different categories that will pass the full sirat, right? وَمَغْدُوشٌ مُرْسَلٌ. Maghdush come from Khadash. Somebody that has been wounded. So some people they'll make it across, but they will be battered in the process. If you look at the next hadith speak about that as you're crossing, there'll be hooks that will be like coming over the bridge. It will be knocking you off or hurting you or scraping you, right? So some people, that's what he's saying there. Maghdushun mursalun. They will be battered, but mursal, they'll be left to go. Right? Are you with me there? Then you get Magdushun, what I seen. See there? Magdushun, Mursalun, all the different people, how they will cross over the bridge. Magdushun fi nari jahannam. So Magdush means those will be pushed and shoved into Jahannam. Those will be pushed and shoved into the Jahannam. Some riwayat got Magdushun. So certain will be battered. So what he's saying is, certain people will be battered, but they will make it across. They just scrape. How you say? You scrape by the skin of your teeth. You know, Makdushun, they will be battered because it says here also Makdush, and Makdush has the same meaning. They will be battered, but they will fall into the fire. Right? That means they're not the true believers. Hatta khalasal, the ones who will make it across now, right? According to the Amal, you make it across, right? Across. Some riwayat say makrusun. Makrus means some. As we go forward, you see the some riwayat say makrusun. This is how they will cross the full sirat. Some people, their hands will be tied and they will be falling over and other into the fire of Jahannam. Allah Ta'ala protect us. Right? So then, once people now see, now the حتى خلص المؤمنون من النار فهو الذي نفسي بيده ما من أحد منكم بأشد. Then, then that instance, there will be none of you, he will be most أشد مناشدة في الحق. You will be most fervent or most impassioned plea with regards to the truth, right? قد تبينكم من المؤمنين لله يوم القيامة لإخوانهم. The truth of what becomes apparent to him with regards to his brothers, الذين في النار, went into the fire of Jahannam. So so these may be the very, very weak believers that were thrown into the fire of Jahannam. And what he will say, right? So you be أشد مناشد, most impassioned plea. You say يقول ربنا كانوا يصومون معنا ويصلون ويحجون ويقول لهم أخرجوا. Okay, you say they were believers, they used to fast with you, etc. Now you take out from the fire who you recognize, right, as a true believer. Are you with me? Take out from the fire who you recognize as a true believer. So then they will start taking out there. Then they will take out, right? And then look at this one here. This is that people lam ya'malu khayran qattu, refers to eventually there will be such people that will be taken out of the fire of Jahannam that they never do any good in their life, but they just had a proper belief system. They believed in Allah and he believed in his Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They have the proper belief system. They will also be then removed from the fire of Jahannam. Right? Lam ya'malu khayr. Then certain people will, Huma man, I thought it's referred to, will be burnt, they'll be charred like coal. They will also be removed from the fire of Jahannam. Afwahul Jannatiya, they will be thrown after they come out. Remember, certain people will be taken out and then from the fire while they were burnt like coals, and they will put in Nahrul Hayat, and they will be thrown in Afwahul Jahannam. That means like the entrance, sorry, Afwahul Jannat. They will be put at the entrance of Jannat. So see this part here, which is also that person who has Habbatun. Habba is the come from Hubub. So these people, the last people that will come out of Jahannam and they will enter Jannah. This whole text here, next saying, it's likened them to a seed. Like how sometimes the flood waters, it carries everything with it, and it brings a seed. And after the flood, it sprouts out, like something sprouts out from it. And so I'm saying, see there, um, فدعا فعادوا حمما فيلقيهم في نهر في أفواه الجنة. They will put in this rivers at the mouths of Jannah. فيقال لها نهر الحياة فيخرجون كما تخرج الحبة في حميل السيل. Like this whole tashbih is that that seed, how it grows after the flood, what it sprouts, it gives new life. So these people also, they will be regenerated. They will grow again. They will sprout out again. They will get new life in Jannat. They will again be beautiful. Are you with me so far? Right. There's you see, there's كما تخرج الحبة في حميل السيل. حميل السيل means Hamil comes of Mahmul. That things which the flood waters carried. So you mean you have heavy floods nowadays, heavy floods also in Transvaal and all that type of thing. Like how the heavy floods, it carries something like this. It will also carry what? It will carry the seed, and the seed grows and it sprouts. So Hamil comes in the name of Mahmul. Are you with me? Then the last part of the hadith says there, these people who the Utaqa'ur Rahman, right? في رقابهم الخواتيم, they will have necklaces, beautiful necklaces that will show. Khawatim jama khatim. It shows these are the persons who have been freed on the account of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I think we covered everything clear there. Anything not clear in the hadith, all the difficult words, all the difficult expressions, the two difficult expressions. أفقر ما كنا أشد مناشدة. So that is two hours you are marked because it might come in the exams. Al-aqilu taqtihi al-ishara, intelligent person, you'll take a in from that. Intelligent person will take a. I told you our Ustad Marhum Harun Abbas Umar, when he used to teach, he used to say, ये अच्छा जगह है इम्तिहान के लिए. This is a nice place for imtihan. Nice place. Make a note of it. So it just happened, Qudra, at the same time, Allah Ta'ala messaged, he took our imtihan. He said, but I told you this is a nice place in Texas. But I told you this is a nice place for exam. You didn't listen to me. See, now you are suffering. You didn't listen when I told you it's a nice place for imtihan. Okay, read the next hadith, inshallah. You got it for يخرجون. Okay, that makes sense. قد امتحشوا. قد امتحشوا. I got امتحشوا, but okay. Maybe it has a majhul meaning. Sometimes certain words, the ma'ruf here got a majhul meaning. You know about that also, right? Okay, it's perfect. Jazakallah. Yeah, I got امتحشوا, right? الحبة. حبة. Right. So also this hadith here is speaking about the latter part. In fact, this hadith here, if you look at it, it is a synopsis of the whole previous hadith. See, the exact same thing. وَأَنُهُ, it's a synopsis. There's another riwayat. So maybe the same Sahabi is mentioning the same thing. عن سعيد قال قال رسول إذا دخل أهل الجنة أهل الجنة, when the people of Jannah eventually enter Jannah, وأهل النار right, and the people of the Jannah, يقول الله تعالى من كان في قلبه مثقال حبة من خردل, he say that whom in his heart was mithqal, the extent of a seed of mustard. That's a literal translation. Even he had the extent of a mustard seed of iman in his heart, mean iman. فَأَخْرِجُوهُ, remove him from the fire. So you see there even so this is also, remember we told you many times, we said according to us the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, while a'mal is important, but it's not part of your iman. Right? Just mere iman is enough to save you from the fire of Jahannam. Mere iman is enough to save you from the fire of Jahannam. So see there, there's it clear. There it says, there's a proof. Just came to my mind now. Lam ya'malu khayran qattu. The person never do any good deeds in his life, but he got the iman. Eventually, he will come out of the fire of Jahannam if he was not forgiven or there was no shafa'at for him. So this proves our belief of the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah that even though you don't have a'mal, and after you give your time, you will enter Jannah eventually. Are you with me? Right? So there's a lot of hope in this for all the believers, right? So see there, يقول تعالى من كان في قلبه مثقال حبة من خردل من إيمان فأخرجوه, remove him from the fire. Eventually, it could be that sometimes even before this, he's forgiven, he done some good deed, or maybe he got a son, the alim, a hafiz, or a shaheed, or a very pious person. So despite him having so little iman, that through the shafa'at, or through the shafa'at of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this person, but this is the worst case scenario. This is the worst case scenario, that he had iman, but he done no good at all, right? So there's hope for people like us in this, right? So that he said, now remove them, right? فَيُخْرَجُونَ, they will be removed from the fire. وَقَدْ امْتَحَشُوا, whilst they would have been um, uh, 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 burnt. What you got there? And there? Yeah, completely. You say in English, probably charred, charr, charred. وَعَادُوا هُمَمًا, and they've become like coal. You know, sometimes if you, when you brine, maybe your grit is too broad, you like fishing, brine. So maybe the meat fall in there into the thing. Let it become black. You can't see the difference between the meat and you. Right? So that's وَعَادُوا هُمًا فَيُلْقُونَ فِي نَهْرِ الْحَيَاةِ, they will be thrown into the نهر الحياة. فَيَنْبُتُونَ, then they will arouse. Nabata yambutu means to grow, but in this case it means like they will, they will rejuvenate, fresh life. كما تنبت الحبة, like how the seed grows في حميل السيل, in that which is carried by the flood. No, the flood carries, what you call it in India? You call it there's a nice word in English. What do you call when the flood water carries something, flotsam, jetsam? Isn't there some word like that, right? Alam taraw anna takhruju, don't you see after the flood how the seed comes? Takhruju safra'a. Safra means it becomes like shiny, multawiyatan, beautiful, shining. So how, despite coming out of the flood waters, that is shiny, etc., etc. Same thing here. This will be like that, and So you, Nabi Sallallahu is Allah is likening that coming out of the Jahannam to the seed. It after it comes from the flood water, it comes fresh, ready to grow, ready for a new life. Okay, I see the next hadith is a lengthy hadith. So we'll start that one time tomorrow. More or less the same thing. More or less the same thing was obviously um, the incident is only one. I mean, it will happen. So we look at it tomorrow, inshallah. So same link, we'll do the tafsir now, inshallah.